Ben,
Oh
Ben, come
God.
on. We're trying to clean this thing out. You can't keep having you hover over this, okay?
Oh wow, this is some. It looks like some triples got in the fridge, and then they decided to reenact Romeo and Juliet. Everything is contaminated.
Yes, I'm glad that you're considering not to, eat this stuff, considering your penchant to just still eat it regardless.
I'm trying to learn.
I appreciate that, but,
I'm putting in a lot of effort to teach her.
can't keep having you hover around this. You just gotta let us take care of this. Look, I know you want your rice. We we don't have any rice right now. Uh,
Jesus Christ,
Isn't
I've
the
never
rice under
seen a
the
tribble
cabinet,
so
though?
thoroughly murdered by another tribble. What is that? 27 stab wounds to the chest
Poyo,
with a
don't
Tootsie
pay,
Roll pop?
don't pay much mind to the fridge. Just uh, look, we got to clean this thing out. We got to clean this thing out. Um,
Kirby, come here real quick, babe. Come here.
yeah.
There's some rice in there we're gonna have to throw out, and I don't think we can do that if Ben is in the house.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of need groceries anyway, so maybe send her on a grocery trip. Maybe with Poyo and Altina, like Altina to keep eyes on them, you know?
That sounds more like we're sending Altina out to get some food for us with having tagalongs.
She needs the sunlight. Poyo needs she needs the sunlight. Poyo will be good company for her because we don't want her going alone, just doing in her own thoughts. And
No,
we need eyes on Ben.
I mean, you know how I really don't want to be bothering Altina with stuff. You know that.
I know, but she's been in her room all day. She needs to go out.
All right, all right.
Human interaction.
I
Mm-hmm.
just because you go outside doesn't mean you're going to get human interaction.
And that's what Poyo's for.
We have. Yeah.
I suppose. All right.
Oh,
And also,
hey. So
why are you guys putting
we need to
ice in
clean
the
out this
fridge?
fridge.
I
How about you three go on a shopping trip to get us some more food?
it was to keep it out of
I mean,
the
we're gonna
hands of,
need
I
an
guess.
adult to like buy some of the
We're still
stuff
concerned about the
anyway. Like,
tribbles and stuff like that, and we kind of thought putting the fridge,
so
it'd
if
be
we're gonna
way
get
harder
an
for them to get
adult
in
to
there.
buy
Yet
things, and also
they got in there.
fridge. Yeah. So there's also that, and yeah, we need more groceries. So let me see if we've got that grocery list we've been writing down set up. Let me just grab this here. There you go. There's your grocery list. You know, this is the long list of ingredients you need there. I've
Uh,
got rice written on there for you.
should you be doing that? I mean,
Oh my god, I don't need the list.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe you can grab the list. I'll take
yeah,
There you
you could
go.
hold on to it, Altina.
Take Poyo with you. Just, I feel like Poyo would be good company. You can have a little sibling thing going on there. Teach him some responsibility and get an extra pair of eyes on Van. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yes.
Come on.
You'll be fine. Go with your sister.
Leave it.
Good luck.
They don't need luck. They've got me. Come on.
That's the reason why they need
You
luck.
two. Move.
Quick while we can. Let's throw out the rice.
Just what I needed. Yet another thing to distract me from like speaking to Altina about stuff. Oh, good grief,
It looks like a
Hun.
crime scene in a house.
Hun, I'm gonna need you to handle some of this yourself because this is actually grossing me out a lot. A lot.
Okay, I got it.
Lucky I can get my own things.
Yeah, let me just go into the basement and get what we need to deal with this. Oh.
Yeah. Alrighty. I might need to go myself and grab some alchemical ingredients to just nuke this fridge, literally from the inside.
Let.
Cleansing flame.
Cleansing flame. Yes. Just burn it all.
Then you hear something magical going on, like feel a disturbance in the force.
I know what the shopping list says.
And suddenly someone appears.
That boy. Give them to me.
Why? I need this one. I need this person to carry my shopping. You can have it later. Come on.
I take Poyo and I disappear.
You think you can carry 4 shopping bags?
RP card down. I feel like that was perfect enough to end it right there.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's
you
the end
really
of that one.
You think you can carry 4 shopping bags and I'll teach you screaming? That's so good.
And then smash cut. Just smash cut. Scene end right there.
Hold on. Hold on. I need to take my headset off because like I just generated too much heat in my.
What?
So, look who it is. Look who it is, Kirby.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Kirby, look who it is.
Yeah. So this, I could see the reason why. So I was really want to make sure this was going to be seen. This was kind of very important to see here.
Kirby, I can hear you screaming. Just
Are you okay? I had to make sure. Who are those people? Your friends. Oh, well, I'm sorry. So I seen you found your family. At least the one from this dimension. Have you encountered anything from besides me of our dimension? Okay, well that's fortunate. I need to speak with your parents. Is Show in this dimension as well? That's good news. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to. Guess we should get you back. And don't know what I interrupted back there, but hopefully it wasn't too important. Come on, little Poyo. Your family might be worried sick. And that's Act 2.
And then they walked off into the sunset.
I had this in the wrong camera. I had this in the wrong camera for a little bit. It was a good scene, but I had it in the wrong camera for a bit.
oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm feeling nauseous from this.
So, I have some good news and I've got some bad. Oh, hi, Altina.
Wait, what?
What?
Whoa.
Bad news. Poyo's gone.
What? Wait, whoa. Hold on. Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean you don't know? Like,
You were
just
clearly
disappeared?
there.
Wait, you're saying he just there
He said
and then
hi.
disappeared?
Someone?
They had a mask. I didn't know who it was.
Oh, what did this
And
happen?
you
Where
just
did
let
this?
them
Show me where this
take him?
happened.
Show me where this happened. Yes. Where did this happen? Oh.
Hey,
Hi, Poyo.
Go to him.
I didn't give you permission to leave.
Go on, Poyo.
Fen, just Uh, what's...
Are you
Are you
okay?
okay? Okay, you seem fine. Well,
Oh, glad you're okay.
Forgive me, Kirby. Forgive me, Fruity. I didn't know they were a friend.
Wow.
I was merely trying to make sure Poyo was safe.
Sorry, but Poyo is safe with me. I promise I will protect those up to my...
in any
Thank you
case,
for looking after them.
what... Who are
Thanks.
you?
It wasn't to you.
Well, I figured from what you might know already that I'm from the same place that Poyo is from.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is...
Oh God! Wait a minute. This is not a conversation we should be having here. The time police might be listening. Let's go inside.
Yes, if I
Yeah.
may.
If it even is time related.
Yeah, just come in over here. Look, we even if they can hear us better out there, we've had Mother Time in here too. In fact,
I've already encountered Mother
Have we?
Time. I don't have much time to spend here, which is why of my haste actions of taking little Poyo here.
yeah. What's this about? What's this about and how...
Well,
Yeah, just go ahead, sorry.
well, me and Poyo here are from a dimension similar to this one, albeit further along in the future, around, I'd say 6 years. He would have been born 1 year ago in this timeline. He, well, from my dimension, he is the child of Fruity and Kirby.
Oh, there's a confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least we know they aren't a spy. We didn't know before.
However, the Kirby that I know is slightly different in the experiences that he's walked, though I don't know if you'll be able to experience those same ones now, but wait, oh, wrong avatar, wrong version anyway.
What?
Excuse me?
Okay. I wasn't expecting someone else to have this. Or at least to come
Maybe
across
not
another
in your
person.
dimension.
What do you mean? Is this more
See, I'm
common?
part of an organization of heroes, one that you helped found, Keyblade Warriors, called Star Warriors.
Huh.
I'm a part of that organization.
I see.
Whether or not you make one in this dimension does not matter to me. However, just for context, we were sort of a, hero organization, fight for good, expel darkness. Unfortunately, our beacon was so bright that it attracted a very vile creature, one that claims to be of light as well. His name, Gleam. We tried to fight him, but with no avail. I was one of the only survivors, along with Poyo.
Oh.
How... I mean, I guess that would make some sense as to why you'd break... Well, actually, instead of just simply just jumping to an alternate reality, why back in time?
To throw Gleam off our trail. It's harder to tell which timeline you're from.
So what you're
Other
saying
dimensions
is
are
you
easier.
might have brought a Gleam with you?
This one's safe for Poyo. He could easily blend in and no one will ever know.
But he is hunting after
Um,
you, so
You?
trying to
He
finish the
hasn't.
job.
I haven't been hunted yet, although I have some suspicions that other warriors have been. Although their dimensions are brighter in their light capacity. This one is more chaotic. Gleam would not search this place, or at least less likely to.
I
However, me
I
staying here for too long, with us being from the same dimension, it might eventually catch his eye, which is why I cannot stay here for much longer. But
Okay, then leave.
I need.
Ben, don't.
The
I
longer
figured
that
that
he's here, the worse it is.
Yeah, I'm trying. We're trying to get
Please at
information
least let him
here.
finish saying
We need
yes.
information here.
Well then hurry up.
Please don't pay any mind to Ben.
Yes,
Please do.
I needed to make sure that Poyo was safe, and I figured, with his lack of communication skills, I don't know if you guys adapted to the way he speaks yet. So
We
figured
were
I might as well fill you in on some things.
we were trying. We didn't
Mhm.
really pick up too well.
Well, I could try to answer it all I can.
Well, first things first. I mean, I understand. I understand like the like going back in time would help throw off Gleam, but like, what about? I mean, that's almost as dangerous as just how are you dealing with the time cops? Like, if there's anything that's like so guardly, like, well, guarded, I guess it's time. You know, there's time chronometers all over the place, everywhere, and stuff like that. They look for this stuff.
Yes, and that's why we look. And that is why we look for the most optimal dimensions and optimal timelines. Poyo here has not been born in this timeline, which makes it him fitting into this timeline more acceptable. However, does not take away from the fact that we altered with time.
Mhm.
And that's where I go. That's where other heroes have gone. Unfortunately, some other heroes, they're the beacon of light in their dimensions are attracting Gleam. This one's pretty well hidden.
Mm.
Is Gleam a thing that transcends dimensions or time or something? Or is it something like, does every place have their own Gleam?
Unfortunately, I do not know. I've only heard rumors from other Star Warriors. I've
Alright.
not experienced. I have not. I've not encountered any forces of Gleam or Gleam himself in my own new timeline dimension.
Alright. Have I guess now that this can be answered, have I ever been shown to have green eyes? Have you ever seen green eyes from me?
Hmm. Green eyes.
What was
Green eyes. Hmm. Well, you would understand if you've seen yourself in your own dimension. It's
uh
Difficult to answer. Complicated.
well, he never really told me, or at least you never really told me.
I mean, I assume Poyo can tell you that.
I mean, if he's your kid, you might have kept that from him.
I I don't know if something. I mean, maybe the aura I can hide, but I don't think something was being like. Surely something could be still upsetting me, or could have upset me.
Who knows? Maybe, I mean, the version of you in that timeline was able to set up a society of heroes. Maybe you had better control of it
I
at
know,
that
but
point.
that's my point is that if Boyle's never seen those
Now that I
eyes,
think about it,
no,
mm,
like my
I
point
think you
is,
said something. I think you said something about having something that before you even met me, you some sort of past that you just left behind.
Hmm.
maybe I could have just been vague. Maybe the thing is that my point is that like I'm just wondering if I was still a demon in that dimension.
Hmm. You know, it could be that it just works differently in that dimension. Maybe in that dimension you're still a demon, but the eye color doesn't change.
It's possible.
Or maybe you can, or maybe in that dimension it does, but you can control it better.
That's also possible.
Well, you certainly don't have the scar.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it's you said you're like 5 years, 6 years in the future, or Poyo is at least.
About
Yeah, about 6, I believe.
Hmm. Does anyone else have something else to ask?
I'm not even sure what to ask. Oh,
Anything about Poyo?
do you have any siblings? Other siblings, Poyo, in that timeline?
He does not.
Hmm.
Okay.
He was an only child. I'm kind of like his adopted uncle.
Oh. Hmm. I guess if you were vague about the demon stuff in that dimension, I don't think we would know anything bloodline wise that could potentially be relevant here with Poyo.
I'm sure you
Hmm.
probably have seen his Keyblade.
Yeah,
Trained in it.
Hmm.
I thought this Keyblade thing only came to me because of my, well, demon power. As strange as that may sound, but
Well, if that is the case, then maybe that's why Poyo has it as well.
or but then again, we could have come across someone else, and maybe Poyo could have been
Hmm.
granted it without him realizing it.
It could just be a different
There are
universe.
multiple ways to get Keyblades, at least
Yeah.
in my dimension. With
Uh,
our Star Warriors,
Hi,
we
Ichi.
kind of.
Uh,
Hmm.
hey, out of
Hmm.
curiosity, are you familiar with? Have you seen any variation of this person called Ichi in your dimension?
Can't say I have.
Hmm. Yeah. Sorry.
Anything else to add about it?
I need to speak with your wife.
Give us a
Alrighty,
moment.
after this,
This is kind of really important.
important to our child.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. Also, Ichi, if you've done anything questionable in regards to time, you might need to may want to keep some distance because there's a lot of time being um
A lot of time travel is here in this room right now.
yes.
Well, don't worry about it, maybe because it's not time I have to worry about.
Mm. Well,
Okay, so
what do we call you?
I am. I am Atom.
Atem,
Atom.
huh?
Hmm.
I'm a knight in the Star
Atem.
Warrior group.
Atem, the Star Warrior. Got it. I can't. Do you know of any other things we could ask? I'm.
It's just all so sudden. This is just also sudden. Is he? Are you guys just simply just trying to buy time before you, I guess, strike back, or Are,
As much as I would love to try to amass a large number of forces, especially from different dimensions, I, I don't know what the outcome will be. I don't know who would follow us. I don't even know if it's even possible to get that many people from different dimensions and timelines to ours to fight this creature. Hopefully, the rumors of Gleam traveling through different dimensions and time travels are just rumors, and that we should be safe in our respective
hmm.
dimensions, but it's uncertain.
I mean, I'd like to offer assistance, but like, there's a lot of
No.
things that depending on just us, regardless of what Ven
It's
is
too
saying.
risky.
Everything is too risky.
That being said, if you do come across any other information in the future that might help in this regard, please do let us know, and we'll have a list of questions for you as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't
Going
think
on.
that's possible.
Something's happening in the dimension timeline which Poyo came from.
They were attacked by a creature known as Gleam.
Sorry, even I don't know anything about that.
Hmm.
Look, I don't go through angles. I only go straight lines.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, this is a bit of a zigzag in terms of how Poyo got through here.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, this will be my one and only visit. Repeated visits might draw too much attention if he can travel. Plus, I don't think the time police will allow me to be here. This place is not compatible with me.
Hmm.
And for Poyo's safety, it's probably best that
Mhm.
we separate.
Well, when this threat has been dealt with, how will we know if it's okay for Poyo to go back?
He doesn't have. I whisper. He doesn't have a family to go back to.
Oh, yeah?
Kirby,
Yeah,
crazy adventures are your forte, right?
a bit, I suppose.
Well, think about it for a
Say
second.
goodbye, Poyo.
Hmm.
Right? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to see a position that you'll never see again.
Kirby? Kirby, come here.
I'm sorry, man. Give me a moment.
You have to say goodbye, Poyo. At least for now.
Poyo, before I leave, I have one. You might want to turn your avatar volumes down a little bit. Half or whatever, just in case. I have something to give you that you forgot in your own dimension. It's a present from your parents. You remember this, don't you? When you had those nightmares, these would put you right to sleep.
That's why it plays on the ship.
That's right. Poyo?
He's just
Alright.
sleeping.
I put the music box down and it continues to play. That warp star of his is what he used to travel dimensions. He's bonded with it, and I do not wish to take it away from him, as it is something that you, Fruity, have made. I'll have to take it.
With technology like that,
Out to
Kirby probably had a
manipulate his
hand in it as
memories.
well.
Mm.
Kirby, could I use some of your memories to put into Poyo's so he can forget his alternate dimension?
Uh, I I don't know if that's fair. I mean, I know Poyo's just a child,
If
but
he stays the way, if he stays
Go
this
for it.
way, he'll try to seek me out. He'll try to seek the others out. He'll try to seek his parents out.
It's probably a good idea.
it
He needs to forget me.
It's for the best.
his heart's not going to
If you
forget.
don't,
It doesn't
His
matter
heart
what
is
you
not
say.
going to
His
forget.
heart's not going to forget.
Yeah.
It will eventually.
It
No,
look,
it won't.
even though my memory got like
It should know.
there's a big whole wipeout at some point, and yet my heart still remembers this guy. Kind of hard to forget someone like you,
Good.
though. How? Look, I I know it's best to help him forget, but at well, I'm for the time being, perhaps yeah, maybe it is the best for him to forget, but his heart his heart's gonna just wonder why it feels like something's missing, and he won't know.
maybe. But maybe when he's
Do
older,
you,
he would understand why.
Mhm.
can you make it so that this isn't permanent?
Look, I think it's best if we just tell him that you know what? No. I think what's best is if you just tell us that maybe sure one day down the line you might stop by or you might send us a message.
And when he realizes that day will never come,
I'm asking you if you can stop by or send a message. All I need to hear from
And
you
the
is that
stars
we'll
more.
see. I'm not asking for, that you will definitely do it. I'm just asking if you'll try.
so what is your plan when he wakes up? He wonders where I am.
Dad, you have to take care of business. Poyo's already seen us many times already. We've left this house because we had to take care of important business.
Yeah.
He's seen others in the house.
Sometimes on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, on a daily basis. And we have others who stop by here for maybe a day, maybe half a day, and then they're gone for weeks. And Poyo wasn't used to it
Poyo's,
before, but he should be getting used to it by now.
but Poyo's known me his whole life.
Yeah,
SM is right. That is a scale of difference.
Mhm.
but the thing is also he doesn't know me and Fruity all his life. He knows someone else. I mean, we'll take care of him, but like we can't just simply just pretend that, you know, that we were his birth parents.
Real
We're just
parents?
yeah, I don't feel good with just pretending like that's the case.
Do you think we could say he's from an alternate dimension? Why and how he left? Can take that out. And everything else that happened in that dimension. Came here with amnesia.
We don't know what he's bonded with in that other timeline. We don't know how much like what kind of repercussions that has. Remember Fruity? Remember how disoriented I was? Like most of the people seem to be fine, but like if he's connected to me, he's most certainly going to be heavily affected by this if we wipe out memories.
Child's mind is more easily manipulated than an adult's.
Yeah, but not his
It's still
heart.
forming.
You
Still
can
trans-
still mold a child. You cannot mold an adult.
There's a chance that if we can manipulate his memories, it might be permanent.
I'm not going
I
to be on
can't even
anyone's
wish.
side. I'm just stating fact, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd say for now, in my honest opinion, give him something. Give him something temporary. That's it. I've done it, Sora. I had to.
I could give him until he's 18. At least then he'll be old enough to make his own decisions.
I think that's a wise idea. And give him a normal life for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a better decision.
Normal life for a bit. This is not normal. This is
Let's be honest
Our
here.
standard
What is normal?
not
It's
being
not
in this
someone
neighborhood.
sitting on a washer machine.
Have you seen the neighborhood? I think the kid's gonna have a great life.
And in my opinion, weird is normal.
Hmm.
Normal's just weird.
Think about it.
Altina, hey,
Alternately, I could use your memories, Fruity.
how do you feel
I
about?
would like to come to an agreement here first.
Yeah, I'd like to also come to an agreement with Altina as well. You know,
Yeah.
Altina's part of this family. How do you? I don't even know how to ask this question. I. How do you feel about? I guess just what temporarily.
At least until he's
Until he's
an adult.
18.
That's that's still that's still a long time. Like Altina is, technically not an adult, but Altina knows way more about the adult world than most even adults would.
Kirby, would you rather have a child stay a child a little longer?
It's for the best.
I'm gonna have to actually agree with the goddess on this one.
Everyone, I guess, everyone handles things differently, but I mean, I can still, I can still believe a child can still be a child even if there's some bad moments in their life.
And run the risk of them dedicating their whole life to vengeance?
And trauma.
Or... Yeah.
Kirby, I have a niece who I care about deeply. I take care of her. She wants revenge. I tell her that will cloud her judgment every day. And surprisingly, she somewhat understands. I gave her the choice. I could take it all away, or you could learn from it. Poyo is just 5, assuming he's 5. I have no idea how old the kid is.
6-ish, 5 to 7, somewhere in that range.
Serena is 16 years old. You know how hard it is to try to convince a teenager that revenge should never ever be an option? As much as I would love to encourage it. I had to make the ultimate decision. Revenge drives
It
her,
is a scale.
but I tell her no every time.
How do you feel about this? You know, yeah. How do you feel about you think Poyo should also forget?
In the end,
How
Kirby,
about
it's your
this?
choice. But just remember the consequences.
Instead of until he's 18, maybe until he, I don't know, grows up, because that could be later or earlier.
Let's not forget also that everyone grows up at different rates, and
That's why I
also,
say until he
yeah,
grows up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
how many times we've had heroes help, saving the day and whatnot, stuff that we don't get to find out until like after it's done with, and they're just like what 13.
Mm. Yep.
Most of them usually come out like just fine. Strangely enough, I mean, there's plenty of them who don't come out fine. They have the whole PTSD, but most of them still come out laughing.
It would probably be
Mm.
better to try and base this procedure on his biology anyway, instead of an arbitrary number, so until this one grows from a child to a man.
Just make it undoable.
Could make it undoable.
Yeah, I'd like it for it to be undoable. Yeah, at least
You
until
have,
at least I guess when we feel like it might be ready for him to like he feels like he's mature enough to.
Handle it, yes.
you have something I can enchant with? A necklace or something. Just anything, a ring. Something that he can wear.
Hmm.
Uh,
There was that necklace you have with the that lets you
Did you say necklace?
yes?
This is an old necklace of his from his childhood. It was given to him by his father. It has
wait,
basically
who's by his?
my father. My father.
Okay.
Ichi's never gonna have kids.
Yeah.
So you always use that.
Are you sure about
Has
this?
it already been enchanted?
No, all it's just a half moon phase. That's all it is. My father gave it to me. I'm never gonna have kids. I can't.
Are you sure?
What?
Like, are you
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
sure?
fine. I'm never
Well,
gonna have kids. I can't.
do you think this will work?
It should. I'll take the memories of his alternate life, bestow it onto this necklace, so that when he's reached the maturity that you're comfortable with, all he has to do is wear it, and his life will be restored. I'll need something to fill in that gap, though.
I'm
Pull from both of our memories. It'll be a fuller picture that way.
yeah. I mean, what would he be getting from us
Hmm.
though? Like the thing is that like I me and
Since a child's memory is really easily manipulated, I can make past events at least around 2 or 3 years, because he's probably forgotten his earlier years as a baby anyway, and he will remember them as if he were there at some point.
I guess I should just let Freddie handle explaining things then, because I'm not going to be any good trying to, if he asks about like, hey, what happened during this time or something like that, I'm not going to be able to explain any of it. I won't, heck, I won't even be able to explain why he's on any of our photos. I mean, I know he's too young to figure that out, but
Kirby,
what?
I don't know about your past, but you didn't have a normal childhood?
I lived on the streets.
We just never got into the habit because we both had very abnormal childhoods.
Yeah.
Only now are we getting into the habit.
Even when
I could
I was
supply with you some of his baby photos. if
even
you
when I was
wish.
picked up from the streets, even after that, it was not
Yes,
a
please. I
normal
would like those
lifestyle.
photos.
I,
I've got some baby photos from Atem here.
oh, okay.
We might be able to fill in the gaps otherwise.
Yeah.
All
Just say
right.
we were kind of scrapped for money for a camera here at this point.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try my best to be supportive of this. I mean, I'm clearly outnumbered in this. It's just,
It's none of my concern. I'm just here to assist you as
I
much
know,
as I can.
I know, and I appreciate the
Yeah.
input.
Look,
I'm sorry for the
Did-
situation this put you in.
what about you? Did you ever have a normal childhood?
No. Far from it.
I don't think
Take
anyone
mine.
here. Yours?
I had a normal childhood. I grew up with 3 brothers.
Mm.
I had 2 loving parents. Like I said, I just can't have kids. But the problem is, you're gonna have to really manipulate it.
Alrighty.
What do you
Kirby.
think about that?
I think we can explain away a lot of these inconsistencies as him being our miracle baby that we somehow managed to make.
A lot of kids are sometimes not so photogenic.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a very ugly baby. There we go.
And somehow,
You ready?
I just hope he doesn't start questioning how, creatures such as yourself and myself managed to even have a child.
If he's old enough to ask those questions, I think he's old enough to get his memories back.
Alright. Here. You're gonna see like a tether come out of his head.
Hmm.
I need a vial.
I think I have one in my
Oh,
pocket.
I've got one in here.
Oh.
Here.
Is it going to be difficult to just kind of like combine all
You gonna see
all
him
of this?
twirl? You see it disconnect. It'll go in
Not
like
at
it's
all.
like a little
This
light
ain't my
film.
first rodeo. I have a full
It'll
nightmares
just
from it
fill in
sometimes.
just enough
That's
to
until
fill
we
in a
got the
gap of
box.
6 years. I have no idea.
This should be enough to fill in the gaps if we supplement it with our memories.
Look, just if you decide to look into those memories, erase what you need, gone, and fill with your. Oh crap!
Quick, do the procedure now.
Gee,
I'll talk to her. Hey, can I talk to you? This is about Serena.
God, let's get this memory done. Let's get.
I pulled memories from you and I kind of combined it with the file.
Wow.
Alright.
Once everything is done, I want to make a request.
When he wakes, he should forget about me until the day he puts on that amulet.
I want her to remember everything.
Alrighty.
At least one time
I'm
interaction.
sorry, little Poyo. Maybe one day we'll meet again.
At least that way.
But until then,
I don't know.
may your heart be a light to guide those lost in darkness.
Serena has every right to meet her father at least once.
You can go at the back. You can go at the back.
She'll forget.
It disappears.
Think it's a dream.
Fades away.
Oh god. Oh, that was close.
We're gonna need to step out there and just.
We have a deal.
Should we, hide?
Poyo,
One at a
it's a
time,
Poyo.
no.
Poyo
One at
has.
a time
I think
knows.
Poyo has a. Poyo, he knows. She knows about Poyo. I think we'll be fine.
So, how's everything going on over here?
Let's go make sure.
We just had some kind of like some visitor. We don't know where they went off to. You can go hunt them down if you like. I think maybe. I don't know where they went. Hey, Haley, you can look at me. I don't know where they went.
Yeah, they just kind of disappeared out of our kitchen.
Poyo. Hey. Shouldn't you be getting more rest? I think you should. Hun, don't you think the Poyo needs some more rest?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get you some warm milk for bed.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, you know what's great? Poyo likes broccoli.
Don't worry. I'll sneak you a cookie.
Yeah. Look, like I said, I don't know where that guy went off to.
Hey, I did see him go out the back, so you might want to. I think he might have gone out the back. You might want to the neighborhood.
That was incredibly fast.
Pick RP card down now.
Well, I mean,
That's the end of it.
we're still gonna do some other RP thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the. I just want to know that's the end of the thing.
Okay.
It's the end of the Poyo part.
I'm gonna have to explain a lot of things about those memories.
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, making do such tough decisions here.
Well, here's
And
the
then the
thing,
time
though.
cops come and we get pressured to make the decision then.
And I had to make a deal with it.
That does not sound
The
good.
whole vengeance thing.
Some of the police.
Where does that sound familiar?
Yes.
I think if Sora
Heck, I
pushed
already
like
said that
at all.
Dealt with the time police.
Yeah.
Boy, Damon,
If
boy.
If Sora pushed like any more on that, I would have just pointed out, just like, yeah, well, mine was filled with vengeance. I don't think that's not healthy for him.
Oh my god. Also, yeah, so that music playing made me almost got the tears out. But that's because that song. It's that song.
When I'm like, oh god, that's the song that plays on the ship too.
Yep. No, don't play that thing. No, I'm running away now. No.
I can't hide from it. The tears.
Get the fuck out!
Introducing
All of you got
the Dream
yeeted
Drop
out.
Box.
The dream drop box.
Actually, Kirby
actually
and
has some
this guy
effects.
got yeeted out.
It
Oh.
has some effects. So if you
You two guys
listen
get
to
out.
it,
We kind of are standing ourselves
You
bed.
guys are-
You guys should go down
No,
to the
I
living room.
meant
It's
the
actually pretty
thing on
funny
the
right
door.
now.
It yeets you
Is
out.
it in character or is it out of character?
A little bit both.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna.
I think I'm just gonna walk out.
Where's Wyatt?
God.
Where's Wyatt?
right here, right here.
Okay, yeah. All right. Just explain the thing before we get on with the thing that Sora wanted to do with for his character.
Basically, the song of the box, it calms those that are in distress. So it has a calming effect. And
Okay.
those who go to sleep after listening to it are granted good dreams and are prevented from
That's a-
nightmares. However,
Okay.
the
that's a
continued
lot,
use stores up all that negative
Okay, I'll
energy
switch
in the
into
box.
spectator
It needs at
mode.
least one day to dispel the energy, and if it goes on too long, it will manifest dark energy.
Oh, This sure is a
Wait,
great
what?
place to be doing that in. Oh, that box gives
God.
good dreams, prevents nightmares, but it's gonna need a day to disperse that. It needs
Like
cleaning.
it
Mm.
It
gathers
needs
dark energy if
maintenance.
you keep using it over and over again.
It needs to get rid of the
Oh.
energy. Fantastic. And we won't know until it happens.
If
Herafrost can let us know.
if you give it like the day to disperse its energy before it gets too far too full, then it'll do it peacefully. Like you won't even notice.
Yeah, but our
And you
characters.
could tell by the
So
color
if
of
we
the star.
don't, so if we don't really use it, it's just going to disperse, or do we actually have to activate it to disperse?
No, like if it's idled, like hasn't been used in like 24 hours, then the energy will just dissipate.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have to
It'll
worry
just
about
slowly
it.
dissipate.
You don't have to like. It's not like a filter that you have to clean out. It does it automatically, and you could tell by the
Okay.
color of the star.
We could probably ask a little bit
Oh,
more
so
about.
so it's like the Badoka magic of gems, basically. You can see
Yes.
it clouding up. Sort of.
Oh my.
Yeah, it'll
Sort of.
progressively get darker until it's black.
Okay, so we'll be able to see if there's something's
Okay,
up with it.
so we do have a sign. We do have a sign.
Mhm.
God!
It's not like you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what is all this?
Okay.
Oh my god. Hey, Kirby.
What?
Carrie!
I'm trying to focus on
You
one
need
thing
to
at a
see
time.
something.
You might see what this is.
It's not like the airport around here.
Ah.
Inside was interesting.
But yes, that was quite something. Thank you for doing that, Zwei.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that was good.
The atom model was really good.
I saw
Yes,
the Meta Knight face and I
You gotta
screamed
fix
a
it
little.
so it actually works and just walk around.
Like
as a
Zwei, when you actually pulled out the box, I looked over at chat. Everyone's like on the verge of crying.
I was about to say that that looks great, and I realized
must you
by
toy
default it
with
is
our
great. It's a
hearts?
Joker outfit.
Yes.
I like it.
10
I
out of
wanted to
10.
do one that- I
Looking
wanted
good,
to- I
Yes.
wanted
Joker.
an arc that pulled on the heartstrings.
You don't. You don't.
So
You
I
don't.
had to
Just,
make
just
a
keep it away from me.
character
Keep it
that
away from me.
people could, like, instantly get attached to.
No.
And relatable to.
Suffer.
Well then. All right. So.
Let's cry.
Okay. So we should probably get the thing with Ichi and Fruity going, and get things.
But is Ichi still here?
Yeah. Oh, Ichi's doing the thing? I wasn't aware.
Yeah, you need to speak with Fruity.
You're about to
I
show
want
some
to see like. Oh god.
You're about to
I
see
get-
some
I get-
repercussion.
This is gonna be
You're about to
interesting.
see some repercussion from the Mirrorverse that happened.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
So I guess where would you?
The information I learned today.
So I guess like what? I guess Mother Time kind of like ran out as well.
Yeah.
This is,
Ran
like
out
I said,
trying to
I'm
find
from
where Autumn went.
I'm from a Mirrorverse. There's no. It's a parallel timeline.
So then our
It
characters.
doesn't matter.
Okay, so our characters wouldn't even realize. My character wouldn't have realized. Oh, you're from a mirror universe or whatnot.
I never told you. No.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Yeah.
You think I'm from?
Yeah,
cycle.
yeah. I think this is I think this is the you that I know.
No.
I don't know.
I
that.
never was from that. I was never from any cycle. I've always been from the Mirrorverse.
Okay, so well then what I just
Yeah.
said what I said is still irrelevant.
Yeah,
Ichi kind of just
but-
showed up one day. He's like, "Oh, hello."
Yeah.
Hi,
So
I'm here with my lucky emblems.
He's been here for a long time. If you think about it.
regardless, where do you want the thing to be located at? Like be here? or-
I can still be here, but
Okay,
I
so
could
do you wanna
also
just-
explain the memories to
Do you wanna
you
just-
of what you saw?
Okay, so you want the
Well,
it's
what
okay.
you saw. So we're gonna explain two things. One, the memories that I extracted, and two, what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do you need for this?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh
So
my
just
fucking
people-
god.
Yeah, that's what Weiss probably would look like.
This is
Yeast.
boy. This
Peace.
is Mirror versus Shadow's girlfriend.
Oh. Bye, Kaku. Have a good night.
This is Mirror verse.
Bye,
This is
Kaku.
Mirror
See you,
Good
verse.
night, man.
Kaku.
See ya, Kaku.
I'm okay
gets-
with this.
I hope you at least had some fun, even if we weren't able to interact at some point.
Yeah.
She jumped over to the side
Bye,
and then
Kaku.
found Shadows. Just like, I want this one too.
Funny enough, that Shadow in the Mirrorverse is red, so yeah, this is a good amount of bullshit.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, yeah. So, Fruity, once Fruity gets back, we can just start.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll show up for this. Fuck it.
So turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. So then Shadow kind of just like
We're just gonna
Shadow-
say that you told me, you filled me in on everything, and then we'll go, and I know what happened.
Wait,
okay.
So are you gonna
so
come in
where
as
did
Sly?
you get here?
Am I allowed to?
No, no,
Oh,
we're, no.
sure.
We're asking. No, we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out.
We're trying to figure out. Trying to figure out why you're just sitting there eating sea salt.
My off day.
Yeah, it's his off day, and he just decided to visit, and Shadow also just came along.
Okay.
Boom. Easy clap done.
Sounds
There
fun.
you go.
There we go. That's all we need. That's all we needed. So I guess like once I step inside, it's like I have checked on
Yeah.
Poyo and stuff like that. Everyone else is like asleep. And that's when we start. So
Yeah.
Yeah.